strategy to all four of those positions. Because we might be able to just use Spadio. It's robust.
Last summer, I was hiking through the Austrian mountains, and there on top, I saw this beautiful stone remote hut, and it had solar panels on it. And every time I see solar panels, I get very enthusiastic. It's this technology that takes sunlight, which is free and available, and turns that into electricity. Into electricity. Into electricity. Into electricity.
The big thing with solar and why it is the future is just because of the monopoly with the utility companies that you have no end date with the current plan. With solar, we give you the option to have that end date to where you are in control and you are going to own your power instead of just rent it. So it gets you out of that rent race. It's where you can actually put equity into owning something.
Saving people money is definitely what the company wants to do, and just making an overall energy efficient type plan. There's stuff that we do on the roof that can be energy efficient. Solar is part of what can be energy efficient. Windows, just things that are saving people money in these times, because they're spending a lot of money. People's bills tripled. Our sales guys can definitely have a benefit. We can have a bigger sales force and things of that nature. Just adding solar, we're already doing it. We've done it for a while, and just kind of attacking the market and the trend, because that's the way it's going. Crown, like Spartan Shield. At the end of the day, though, we're definitely attacking this thing. We're going to kill it. Very confident in that, so it's going to be a huge deal for everybody.
We really look forward to what solar is going to bring to the whole company, just the opportunity in general. And everybody knows in the roofing industry that if there's no storm areas, storm damage, that's your targeted areas yearly to to work insurance. But with solar, you're kind of unlimited, and the capabilities, you can do it anywhere. So it really opens up a monopoly for us in DFW, because there's not a lot of roofing companies that have excelled or perfected the solar game.
That a lot of the competition gets lackadaisical, or it's hot, or they're going back to school, or they're whatever it is.
Welcome back. Topping the news at the bottom of the hour, suicide rates among military personnel and veterans are climbing to new highs. That is according to an alarming report by Brown University's Cost of War project. In post 9/11 conflicts, the study found that 4 times as many U.S. service members and veterans have died by suicide than have been killed in combat.
Operation Once in a Lifetime originally wanted to take this opportunity to introduce the world to our concept of the Veterans Community Recreation and Rehabilitation Center, nicknamed VREX. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, state-of-the-art facility that is geared towards the Warrior Games to allow wounded service members and veterans to participate in alternative therapies.
I'll do this. She's got short arms.
Hey everybody, this is Chase Miller with Three Kings Roofing. We're here in Frisco at the Frisco Food, Wine, and Tasting Festival. I'm here with Patrick. He helps run Operation Once in a Lifetime. It's a great charity event. As a veteran myself, Three Kings Roofing does a lot of supporting for them. So I'm going to hand that off to Patrick and let him tell you a little bit about it.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Sergeant Sowers. I'm with Operation Once in a Lifetime. We are basically a Make-A-Wish Foundation for U.S. service members, their families, and veterans. We're definitely a proud organization to know that there's a lot of veterans out there that need help, and when they come to us, that we're able to help facilitate a lot of the help that these veterans and active duty service members need, thanks to companies like Three Kings Roofing. A lot of people say they support their troops, but there's always that question on how, or do you really, and the one thing I love about Three Kings, I love about Chase and Dustin and the whole crew, is that it's always hard to ask for help, always kind of hard to ask for support sometimes, but we never have to ask. Like Chase and Dustin are like, hey, what can we do now? What's in the pipeline? And it's awesome to have a company that's willing to facilitate, support without the charity having to ask. That's where true support comes in. And people always ask, like, hey, how do you become a sponsor of the charity? It's never about a dollar amount. It's about the continuous support. I can tell you, for 12 years run this organization, and the 980,000 veterans and active service members we've helped, we have had big companies that caught on for a month and they got their marketing out of it, and they say, see you later. right? The one thing, it's never about money to be a full-time supporter or a full-time sponsor for our organization. It's about the constant support, because the need is constant, right? So thanks to Three Kings Roofing, Chase, Dustin, all the guys.
I was there with people that are in my company now that are important roles, and they're veterans and ex-military, and they've got some of the stories with some of their past mentors or leaders that have had this happen, or they did this unfortunate thing.
I thought it was right, everything that I had inside my mind.
So I'm sitting there, and he tells a story, but it's a gun that's for auction, and there's bids going around, and the one lady starts bidding, and I just had in my being or heart that like I'm just gonna donate. I don't care about the gun. It wasn't about that. I didn't want a cool gun or anything like that. I outbid purposely to a level that won the gun. It was a pretty substantial donation to that group, which we support in other ways and donations as well. It's just what our company does, what we're about. Then I turned around and I gave the gun to the lady that was bidding, because like I said, I didn't care about the gun. Gave it to them and made a donation, and then automatically paying it forward, she is donating the gun back to the charity, or a different one where they're going to raffle it off again. So one particular bad instance that could have happened was avoided by the man that was on stage. So we believe in that. So we gave because of the customers and reps here of creating what we're creating and the vision that we have. And it's just a calling. It's just a right time to do it. Or something came down and said, raise your hand. I didn't have anything to bid with. I was raising my hand. I'm supposed to have like a number or so. I don't know what I'm supposed to have, but I was not trying to do it for any kind of notoriety or anything like that. It was just a matter of a calling. And then some of our guys, got a little emotional during that time. I didn't realize that.
That when you're in combat and you lose one of your guys, their body is sent back home, the funeral is back home.
I had to step out of the conference and step out of the event because I got pretty emotional. They brought me back to me and my wife. We were on vacation in Breckenridge, Colorado in 2018. She was pregnant with my son Colt. I was a first lieutenant at the time. We went to Breckenridge for vacation, because we lived in Colorado. I was stationed there and it was close. And it was Christmas Eve night, or early morning actually, because it was still December 23rd in Hawaii, where Major Chris Noble was. He was a mentor of mine. I got the call that morning that he had committed suicide, and I was pretty sick about it because, he's a mentor, close mentor of mine. We'd been talking days before that via Instagram because he was out in Hawaii. And, I just felt like it took till afterwards to realize that he was reaching out for help and just didn't know how to say it. And that's why he was talking to me daily and conversating with me, and I didn't realize it at the time. And yeah, so that was 2018 on Christmas Eve, and he left behind his wife and 2 kids. And yeah, something that I'll always carry, and it'll always be emotional to me. And then here just recently, since I've been at Three Kings, I was out in Midland working in April, and one of my soldiers that was in my platoon had committed suicide as well, and that was tough. And yeah, it's a sensitive subject for me. And I came back into the event at the charity, and everybody was, praising how Dustin had outbid everybody, because he knew how much it meant to me. And he donated everything back to the charity, so that was, pretty dope, to see somebody do that, spend that much money, and then donate the items back to be raffled off again. And just knowing that it goes to a cause, it means a lot to me. And yeah, it's something tough, but respectable. But yeah, good.
Whew. Viking 2-6, I love you, proud of you. Keep holding your head high, keep killing it out there. We got so many big things that are going to come because of us teaming up together. So, like I said, love you, man.
Three Kings Roofing, $5,000. Hey, nothing sells better than Louis Vuittons and guns in Texas. All right. Anything over 5,000, $5,001. Anybody? 5,000 going once. 5,000 going twice. Sold for 5,000. We're not done. I need 45 more seconds, guys. Because there's a lot of people that wanted to bid tonight to make a difference. I'm going to give you guys a chance.
Help us say yes. Help us make more stories and more dreams come true for our troops. Please visit our website and click on Donate.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.